hour of code activities. Now, this is the link here, which I'll provide this on the PowerPoint. So as you get into this website, if you just scroll down, I like to click on poor or no internet on the side here, but you can also use no computers or devices or anything that can accommodate your classroom use. I can always filter out the bar on top here depending on which grade. For example, if I'm teaching my Math 8 class, I could probably use grades 6 to 8, but for now, I'm going to show you the all grade option. This is beginner level, and for those who are a little bit more advanced, you could try comfortable, but we're going to try beginner. My mind or my eyes instantly drawn to Minecraft because I know a lot of my students really like to play Minecraft, and I have introduced or allowed them to use Minecraft to say to learn things like surface area or volume or even using algebra. So once you click on that, you can read through this. There are more resources here under teacher notes. You got the link here and just a basic idea of or a little snapshot of what's expected in this game. As you can see, this is self-led tutorial. So you can start here. You got different options, and you can scroll down. This is the education edition, which you may actually have to look into that if you want to purchase some of these products. You might have to check if they are free or not. What's cool is that all of these, they're videos and they're not very long. And it just tells us how awesome, I guess, this resource is. So if you, let's just try the first one, which is the Voyage Aquatic. Explore and build underwater fort, I believe. Here is a video here for you to show your class or watch it on your own. No videos, this is the annotation. All right. For the sake of this video, I am going to close that. We're going to select a character. I'm going to select Alex. You need supplies for the voyage ahead. Collect a boat from the chest. Okay. Now this here is actually a level 1. There are up to, I believe, 12 levels, but really we just need to code 11 of them. But the last level is for you to, I believe, build an aquatic fort. Before I get started, you can also try to sign in here. The reason why some of us, or the reason why it may be a good idea to sign in is that just in case if you close a tab or if your computer crashes in the middle of this, hopefully not, but if you have already signed in, you will not lose your code. And this is actually similar to Desmos activities. A lot of times if you don't sign in and student close the link, you have to restart. And here is the instructions. Here the block, which is the command or the instructions to do this certain task. If you click on this link here, this actually shows the code. The code is written, the block you have assembled can be shown in JavaScript, but I believe Minecraft is all written in Python language. And if you want to delete, you just simply click and drag it in here. Now, if you don't want this, sometimes I just like to put it aside, or you can just simply trash that. Now, in this case, what's cool about this is that you got the screen here, and essentially you just have to move forward, which you can click on that. Now, if you click and drag, and if you run that, it only shows you one step, which means that a student will need to understand how to move forward. And you might need to count the number of spaces or blocks ahead of you. So in relation to mathematics, I think this is great for, like, say, Math 8 or 9, or definitely junior level math, to count how many points or grids to move up. So it kind of relates to your coordinate system. Now, if you try this, and there we go, you get into the chest. Now, if you look on this top here, it says workspace 4 out of 3 blocks, which is actually just the recommended number of steps you can take to complete this task. You don't have to look into that, or you can simply ignore it, but the workspace here, the number of blocks used, tells you the efficient ways to complete a task. Right now, this is a bit simple, but once we get to higher level, this will make more sense. There you go. So you can accomplish it simply with just 3 blocks. You just wrote 2 lines of code, all total 5 lines of code, and we continue to the next one. Boats are much easier than swimming in open water. Head to the end of the dock to hop aboard. So for this one, when run, this is when your command will start to execute. You go here, 1 step, and then we turn right. At this point, you can feel free to run right now if you like, or you can just simply keep going. Kind of like by doing this, it gives you a good visual, kind of like replaying the steps or playing a movie in your head or in your mind. And we check. There we go. And you can see here's 5 out of 5 blocks used. As we get to later levels, actually for now we can actually skip some of these. But when we get to levels that are a little bit higher or a little bit more advanced, it will start to introduce new commands. So for example, let me skip to level 5. See here, this is the repeat until goal, which means that so all of this, all the instructions that's in or attached within the repeat until goal, as you can see these 2 blocks here, move forward, this will keep executing, or the commands of move forward will keep happening and it will repeat on its own until the goal is reached. So if you run this right now, you can see that it just keeps moving forward, right? Goal meaning you want to get to the chest right over here. So what you simply can do is, well, you want to see, right, what are the commands that can be encapsulated into this pink command right here. So to me, in relating to mathematics, it's almost like bad math, right? So do the ones that are in priority. So I think of this like brackets. So do the operations, or add or subtract or whatever the numbers inside the brackets first. So I could try this. I move forward, but the thing is, I'm currently facing the right side of my screen. So let's see. You know what? Let's just play around and see what happens. Also, just be mindful of the order that you put in, just like bad math, right? Do by priority. So let's see what happens if you do this. So I'm turning right and I move forward. Okay, so it seems to me that turning right goes first and move forward, turning right, move forward, turning right, move forward. So you can see that this character is actually spinning in circles. Okay, so again, it's not set in stone, right? You can always play around with this. So what happens if I do this? Okay, so it seems to me that, okay, so I turn left, I move forward. So let's see, and this is just simply turning left, turning left, turning left, okay? So what I want to accomplish is, I may just want to go, I could go down, right? I could probably move downward, so I could, oh, actually let me turn left, move forward, let's see, turn left. So you want to get into perspective of the characters, so I probably want to, let's see what happens if I turn left. Turn left, I go the other way. Okay, so if I want to get into perspective of the character, so right now the character is facing our right, right? So if you are actually physically that direction, you probably want to turn right, and I move forward. And okay, you know what? Let me just try to see this one. Again, this is not written in stone, so you feel free to change that. Okay, so maybe we don't need that. There we go. Okay, so you can try this way. Let me just replay that. You could try this way, going downward, or you could go upward. That's fine too. In this case, this is not the most efficient way, just because we are using, double the blocks of move forward, move forward, move forward, right? So later on, you will realize that there are more commands for you to do. Here you can see 5 out of 5 blocks has accomplished, which is excellent. Let's see, maybe we can skip to level 7. What's cool about this, as your level goes up, you can watch the video here. These videos are not very long. Now you can see that there are actually more commands now. Now you got if path to the right, you have repeat until the goal. I think if you get to level 9, there you go. If standing on certain things, you do this. If standing on the other things, you do other things, right? So you can try to encapsulate that. So things like this. You could also make it like multiple brackets, like brackets within brackets, as you have seen many times in order of operations, or you could drag it here. Again, it really depends on how you it depends on how you wish to run the code. So you have to be really careful on where you place the command. So when run, repeat until goal, I do want this to be the bigger set of brackets because I want this to be done efficiently, right? As quick as least or fewer steps as possible. Right now, you can see 4 out of 9 blocks used. So right now, I'm just going to go forward. But to move forward, you know what? Let me just try this. Right now, I'm not standing on anything, so I do want to move forward. I'm going to move forward. If standing on blue coral, again, the goal is to get to the treasure chest, but unfortunately, it is blocked right here. Otherwise, it would be so simple. You're going to move forward. If standing on blue coral, which is right over here, I am going to, if I'm facing the wall like this, I'm going to move to the right. Okay, I'm gonna turn right. If I turn left, I will get into the purple blocks right here, which will impede my steps. Okay, and let me just see how that works. Okay, there we go. All right, so this whole step will continue to run. It will keep going right, keep going right, keep going right, as long as I'm standing on a blue coral. Again, it says use blue or red coral to reach the treasure chest, right? So I will stand on blue corals. If I get to the plank, that's not gonna do anything. It will just keep swimming, but you have to physically stand on the blue coral in order to continue. If I stand on red coral, so it seems like I got to here. If I stand on red coral, what am I gonna do? Well, I do want to move. So if I'm facing downward, I'm gonna move to the left. Again, you can always check, right? You can always check at each step of the way. I'm gonna go left. You really have to get to in the mindset of the character. So you are Alex, right? So you go this way and that. Okay, you know what? Let's just check it out and see if that works. Okay, so far so good. I'm standing on blue. Okay, alrighty, there we go. And then I turn right. There we go. So Heart of the Sea is accomplished. So I can show codes right here. Again, this is just the more technical terms for the code, but yeah, or you can just look at the other ones. So there are, again, in total of 12 steps. I'm just gonna skip forward. If you go to step line 11, it's pretty cool. You got, you're trying to get around it. So build a wall of the prismarine around the black concrete. This will activate the conduit, I think, and complete your challenge. So the goal is just to go around. So let's see. I'm going to repeat until conduit is completed. Again, I think of this as a big set of brackets, and I'm going to, let's see. Again, you can place play around with this. Let's see. Places, move forward. Okay, if standing on the dark prismarine, which I assume is this, or it could be the other one. Maybe not the sea lantern. I'm just gonna try this, just for the sake of this, honestly. Oh, I forgot to turn, actually. If I don't turn, I'm just gonna keep going. Let's see, I'm gonna turn right. Again, I don't know if it's gonna work. I'm just gonna try it out. Nope, never mind. Okay, so that's not going to work here. So if standing on, I think that might have been a sea lantern. Let's see if that works. Okay, so that is a sea lantern instead of the dark plank. I feel like this step could be more efficiently done, to be honest. There we go. So I feel like this step could be done more efficiently. Let me just go back here. Oh, this is just a congratulatory video, which you can watch on your own time, but I feel like this step could be a little bit more efficiently done. At first, I tried to repeat maybe 5 times, but you can also do that as well. I think that accomplishes the same goal as long as you're going around in loops. Let's see, move forward. Turn right. Let me see what happens if I get rid of that. Okay, so it seems to me that you're still building it as you go because you first want to accomplish. So this is like the inner bracket, right? The innermost bracket, you turn right, and then once you get out of the inner bracket, you move back to place prismarine, right? And move forward, and then you get on sea lantern, turn right, and then once you complete this turn right, it goes back to what's outside of that inner bracket. So like the steps go like this, right? If you can follow my mouse cursor, if you understand what I'm trying to say here. And I'm gonna remove that. So I feel like this could be another way. Again, there are many different ways. If you want, you can also do that, and maybe that could work as well. Let's see, place. So what's cool, you can drag like that as well. Let's see what happens if I do this. Does that accomplish the same thing? Oh, okay, never mind. So it seems to me that you're gonna do this 5 times. You're gonna do this 5 times first, and then once place prismarine move forward has been repeated or done 5 times, and then you're gonna do the if standing on sea lantern, right? So maybe let's see what happens. I feel like this might accomplish the same thing. So you want to do the innermost brackets first, and then repeat it 5 times. But again, if you really want to, you could totally, use all the commands. I guess another strategy is to not use all the commands, as you can see here. There we go. All right, guys, so this is my level 11, and afterwards, feel free to try level 12, which is actually just to help us build a fort like that. Okay, and you can use any code you like. Aquatic world awaits you. Build a coral reef, a volcano, or shipwreck. It's up to you. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video.